Good morning, YouTube. Hopefully, y'all can hear me. Let's see here. Luckily, I didn't fall. My truck, my truck time is like dang near 8 minutes off. Somewhat weird stuff, but hey, it is what it is. Thanks to Jeremy, I'm switching. I'm gonna be doing Restream until I gotta pay off a few more bills, and then I'm going to a different streaming service. The next one, I forgot the name of it already, but I checked it out last night. I'm gonna do a live when I get home this weekend, early morning, um, just to see uh, if it's gonna work for me. I'm gonna figure out the little ins and outs. I'm gonna do it on Saturday. Um, but thank God I get to go home. I gotta stop doing these long stints and start, doing 2 days, stay out for 2 or 3 weeks and come home for do my 2 days and then head back out again. But I'm just trying to keep an eye on the money. You know how that goes. I got to do a minimum of 2,000 a week, and I'm about to hit it tomorrow morning. So hopefully, we won't have no problem. Good morning, Mike. How you doing? Let me know if you give me a one if you can hear me. I don't know why I feel like nobody hears me today. Oh, hold up. See, someone else said hello. Oh, hey, cruising down the highway. Cruising is fun anytime. Good morning, good morning. It's so funny that we were talking about this stuff. Um, and I haven't been talking about cruising lately, but I want to talk. I want to start off explaining something. Um, when I first got on YouTube, I was following all of these cruising channels because I'm like I was enjoying it or whatever. And I remembered when we went on the inaugural um, cruise for the celebration, and hint hint, I will never do an inaugural cruise again. The reason why is you have to give the crew members a chance to get stuff under control. You got to give the crew members a chance to get into their rhythm, and um, and the fact is that when we did that, it wasn't good, and it messed up the experience because in Charles even asked one of the ladies, because a lot of times when you cruise on the same ship, you run into a certain crewman. When you cruise on the same cruise line for years, sometimes you run into the same crew member that you met on a different ship, and and it turns out we ran into one, and the lady was explaining that it's a hot boo boo mess behind the scenes because you got a whole bunch of people getting used to each other and getting used to the rhythm of the ship and so forth and so on. That's why, because we were supposed to on the Mardi Gras, we were supposed to. It was like the second or third. When we went on the Mardi Gras, it was supposed to be like the second or third cruise after the inaugural, and I was so happy that it got rescheduled because of COVID. All this stuff was going on during COVID, and I was frustrated. But then when we got off the celebration, that's what happened. And another thing that I'll never do again Another thing that I'll never do again is cruise and drive during the holidays. Now, if I ever do a holiday cruise, it'll be um, through the airport, and it will be like a later flight or something like that when stuff calms down. But we did a Thanksgiving cruise. Oh my God, we were in traffic all the way through Florida, from Miami all the way up into Georgia. It was horrific. The wife got upset with me, and the reason why I kept on driving, one, I'm a truck driver, but two, she didn't have her glasses at the time. I finally convinced her to get a pair of glasses. You know what I mean? So she's getting all upset with me, but I was tired. You didn't. You know what I'm saying? It was a hot mess. It was a hot mess. I promise you. And but we fought through the traffic, and that was one of the things that I decided. I was like, look, we don't need to be doing that no more. Let's see here. Uh, I got told to come into the truck stop. I mean the scale house. Hopefully I'm not overweight. I shouldn't be, but we'll see. let's see what it's telling me to do. Oh boy. Oh no, they waved me off to the bypass. Okay, you ain't heard my feelings, no one. All right, but back to what I was saying. Now, and I was so excited about the celebration, and getting on there and all that. Besides the all the walking and whatever, that was crazy. But I booked my cruise through a content creator. I'm not going to tell you the name. I'm not going to tell you the name. But they were, welcome to your channel. We're so high and gloomy, glad, be happy, happy, joy, joy. This guy was a butthead, and he was very astronaut type of person to my wife. Now, I'll be honest with you. I am the nicest person you ever met. I don't, I'm good, but you disrespect my wife. Nah, we got a problem. And I was not with it. I was not happy, and I totally forgot. But I totally forgot. What did I totally forget? I forgot what I was gonna say. oh, and I had mentioned, I mentioned to Norma that the our our cruise companions, which is Charles and Cynthia, our cruise companions, which is Charles and Cynthia, you know, want to sit at the same table. No, you can't sit with us because it's a group cruise. It's how y'all do with no only the people in the group cruise together. Okay, but then we're not sitting with y'all. I'm not disrespecting my good friends that have these people have invited us to Costa freaking Rica for peace sake. And all we had to do was pay for the airline tickets. I'm not and they've driven us places and did this and did that. I'm not disrespecting these people for y'all jack behind. So I was like, no, well, we don't need to be sitting with y'all. So dude was mad about that, and he got frustrated when Norma was telling him, that he got off the phone and said, I gotta go walk my dog, and because no customer service, no professionalism, because you, you know, uh, no nothing like that, because you're a travel agent. This your business. Then the wife got on the phone. Oh well, he's okay, and just started talking to Norman and explaining everything. And I remember because we talking about fighting on the boat, and at the sail away party, which which was corny. These sail away parties was corny to me. At the sail away party, I seen him and I seen the group, and I was going to confront his eye yellow behind, and I'd have probably been kicked off the boat. They probably would have backed that boat up right then and there and put me off this boat, and I would have been banned for life. And I would have never, y'all would have never got the name Can't Stop Walking but Love Mowing and Cruising. I totally forgot about that. And Charles grabbed me. Oh, no, 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 no. I was like, mother, and I remember running into these brothers in the, and, oh, whoa, I'm literally about to blow by the daggone exit for 75 North, Lord Jesus. And I remember I ran into some people that were part of their group cruise. I ran into some people in the ironing room. Carnival has ironing rooms in certain on most of the ships where you go iron your stuff. And I was telling them because they were like, "Oh, this is hype," and I told this guy he was an a-hole, and I was about to step to him, but my buddy stopped me, and they was like, "Wow, I'm sorry to hear that." And me and Norma swore, "Nah, man, we ain't never." We ain't never ever letting anyone else book our cruise because we don't know these people. We don't trust these people. Ain't no, because you ain't got. Once you book, if you don't trust your Oh, and another thing, I'll say, if you don't trust your travel agent, there's nothing you can do about it. You can't call. You can't. You can't call the you can't call the cruise line and say, hey, I want the discount, because the price went down. We called this guy back. I've been on the phone for 8 hours. I'm not gonna be on there any longer. Wait a minute, mother effer. This your job. And I have a feeling that was dipping into his profits if they turned it down. If they gave us our discount, because we were supposed to be, because the price went down on the room. I know that's right. The price went down on the room, and it cruising for it was a hot mess, and I wanted to confront this knucklehead, because you call yourself business, and I happen to for some reason when I was doing my little homework for my rant yesterday, I ran into one of his YouTube videos, and I was like, "Well, this a-hole probably at 100,000." And I remember when they stalled around they were around 40, I think 40 or 45 to 50. He stalled because people can see behind your bull. You know what I'm saying? People can see behind your bull. When you ain't genuine, when you hating on other people, because I remember Dre Lachey was in. She came into the chat the other day. But I happen to notice a lot of people get so jealous of when folks What? Hello. Hey, I'm back. Sorry about that. I lost the signal. Let me fix it again. Lost the signal. And what I was saying is, and I had to learn to keep this attitude when I was talking about the. She blew up. She's at like 5,000 subscribers, and I was, instead of me saying why she at that, and then I had to sit there and think, wait a minute, I've been watching this woman's video. She been blowing up. She been doing goofy stuff. She been having. You can see she having fun doing YouTube. You can see that she doing that thing. She has certain segments where you talk about local music folks and certain things and talking and just having a ball. She even showed up and showed and thank you, because that shows me don't give up, never surrender, keep going. She does the vertical, and the only reason I don't do the vertical. Hold up, let me get back to. The only reason I don't do verticals because I'm driving and Mike working. Mike's working, and he ain't got time to be going after all the trolls. Because I remember y'all were talking about the trolls the other day, yesterday on your live cruising, and you had said, you guys, you got my man. He watching for the trolls, and that's sad that you gotta do that, but you gotta do that. And long story short, because I'm all over the place, but I'm proud of her. I'm happy for her, and I'm look. That's something to aspire towards. I'm trying. I'm at 2,000. I want to get to 5,000 now. That's my next goal. Do you see what I'm saying? That's my next goal. That's my next purpose. So I'm gonna see what I can do to get higher. I'm gonna see what I can do. Yeah, but now the fact is, some of these people, these trolls, ain't no joke. Cause one, I'm driving. I can't do it. I can't do it because I'm trying to not kill myself and not have it recorded. But there was one guy. He spelled out. He spelled out N in the thing. I, then G, and at one at a time. G, E, and by the time I figured out what he was doing, I tapped it. I think I pulled over. I tapped it and blocked him. And in the other ones, you hear about it. Hey, let me come up. Oh, I'm new. I'm gonna let everybody need to come up to my channel because you. And then they show their booty, and then call YouTube or these nuts. And you don't know no better. You just trying to grow your channel. You trying to get to the point of YouTube glory, like Mr. Beast and all these other people doing all this crazy stuff. You trying to do that, and these people they spend their whole time looking for poor souls, poor souls that don't know no better. It's you ought to be ashamed of yourself, but they ain't. You know what I'm saying? They're not. They don't give a flip. It's a turn on to come on and mess up somebody else's life. I remember back this was what's the name African Dreaming. he he done found his spot on TikTok. He be going for hours. He be doing like swoop do on good morning, good morning. Welcome in. He be doing like Swoops be doing on YouTube. And I got to start hooking up with Swoops again. Uh, but there was one person just causing all kind of hate and discontent across the YouTube algorithm, and that's why when uh, uh, African Dreamer's wife, I forgot her name, but she came on there, and I knew that woman she was not the one to be played with, because I was getting scared through the phone, because I thought she was correcting me, because she was bringing the receipts. It was awesome. She was bringing the receipts, and she didn't yell. And she said this: before we block you, I'm gonna tell you what you did. And I was like, I wish I had that emotional maturity that this woman had at that moment, because I was like, look, I need to be like this. I need to be like that woman right there. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you where you screwed up. I'm gonna show you, and then we ain't never gonna speak to you again. Cause nobody on this channel got time for that mess. Ah! You talk about bringing the tea? Wow. I mean, wow. It was an experience. It was an experience to behold. And it's sad that you gotta do that, because you were like, hey, look, hey, come to my channel. Hey, come to my channel. Thank you, blah 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? And and when you say stuff like this is my opinion, and so forth and so on, and you're saying I don't. You always know, y'all laugh, but I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm having fun doing it, and I don't care. I don't care. I used to. I'm like, oh my God, what do people think? But you name it, it goes wrong on this channel right here. Lose signal, phone overheats, you can't hear me. All kind of stuff. People, oh, I'm deleting everything. Nah, we keeping that. Got stinky booty confessions. All we keeping that, because we being 100% real. Hey, good morning, good morning. I see folks coming in. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being a part of the channel. But when you can't laugh at yourself, when you can't laugh at yourself, you you what you on here for? When you can't understand, look, bro, stuff just started hurting out of nowhere. I got to accept it. I'm getting old. But I went by Walmart. I got me some thousand milligram vitamin C. I got some cinnamon. I got some cinnamon pills that I'm trying out. And the first rest area I'm gonna pull in, and I'm gonna make my morning coffee. And I'm dumping the cinnamon in it, because I got a certain area, my body's inflamed. I did a Google on it. It just might be systemic all the time now. 'Cause I have two meshes in my groin area from a hernia. I got two meshes in my groin area. So I get every once in a while, like right now, it's inflamed. I get a slight area. I'm hoping it's not a hernia again. It doesn't feel like it. But I can't. I'm still paying off the last operation. I can't get another one, and I'm hoping that's not what it is. But it doesn't feel like it did before. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't feel like it did before. And now that I have been taking this stuff, it feels like a whole lot better and it says sometimes that you'll have nerve damage or something like that because you got somebody cutting you behind open. He cut me open from the outside on one hernia, and then refixed it, cut me open from the inside. So I might have slight nerve damage down there. It is what it is. I mean, there's nothing I can do about it. But I can do the herbal way. I don't need to be taking no painkillers, but something to keep the inflammation down, and that's what I'm doing. You know, and I do feel better. I do feel better. But hey, it is what it is. But I'm going to get my eyes checked when I go home this weekend. It's because I was so afraid because I have to do an exam once a year to keep driving this daggone truck, and I'm starting to see real strong halos around lights, and then I put on my old glass, I don't see the halos. They're a whole lot less. Well, on my really, I think he made it a little bit too strong. So we're gonna, I'm gonna tell him about it and tell him that I screwed up and it's not him. Um, but and then after that, uh, what I'm going to do is I'm gonna have them take $50 out of check in my taxes, so I can have at the end of the year, not this year, but next year. I'm gonna have some money that I get back, and then I'm gonna pay this crap off real quick. This is stupid, you know, you know. So if I gotta get it fixed again, I'm at least have some money saved up, so I don't, I'm not gonna be overwhelmed. That's the main thing. I get overwhelmed real quick, and next thing you know is growing behind man. But I'm an empath. I start crying because my emotions take over, and it ain't good crying. So, but like I said, I have to keep that under control. See, I feel stuff. I can sense stuff, and even while you're talking, I can feel it. I can feel that. It's the weirdest thing, and it drives me up the wall. I can, I have a bullshit. Sorry, man. Sorry for my language. I have a bullshit detector, and I never knew about it. And that's why when I was younger, I drank a lot. I drank a lot to calm this crap, to calm all these feelings down. If I'm in a room full of a lot of people, I can get overwhelmed really quick. And no, I'm not on the spectrum, but I start feeling everybody's emotions. That's why on the Utopia, the Carnival, I'm used to their shifts for some reason. But on the Utopia, I got overwhelmed. When I say I got overwhelmed, I got overwhelmed because and there's certain things I'm like, look, give me a minute. And everybody was confronting me and all this other stuff because the wife's birthday, and I snapped because that's not how we do. That's not how we do. And Norma finally caught on because I've been telling her once I realized what's going on. She said, "You need to calm down. You're getting overwhelmed, and this is how you start acting. Like that Snickers commercial. You need to calm down. You're getting overwhelmed." And I was like, "This is what I've been trying to tell you that, but you ain't want to listen." Hold on, let's see if I can get over. I need a spot. Give me some coffee, guys. I'm hoping there will be an open spot where I can pull in and make me some coffee. Make me a morning Java juice. If not, I'm just gonna pull over to the side. These guys in the middle of the night and they just park anywhere. That's not even a parking spot, bro. this edge right here.
Join Interstate 75.
And I'm going to stop here just for a moment. Need to make me some coffee. Hold on one moment, guys. Bear with me. Turn the mic off for a second. Okay, I'm back. That was something that y'all didn't need to hear. I know too much information. Good morning. Let's see something there. Hold on. All right. Hey, morning wellness. All right, this is what I drink. It is Rhizome mushroom coffee. It has cordyceps reishi, which for mood, lion's mane focus, shiitake immune support, turkey tail healthy digestion, king trumpet longevity. You're actually supposed to just put this in hot water, but I put it in. I put it in the coffee, and then I do donut shop coffee for that extra boost. You know, for that extra boost, and the nasty creamer. I know that I'm not supposed to be drinking, but that stuff. Boy, I'm gonna wear myself silly. Alrighty. Where is? Oh, bro. I'm trying. Oh, there it is. Couldn't find my filter for my Keurig. I got like one of these Keurigs that has a what you call it in there. It's a different filter for that you put in there instead of the pods for regular coffee. And then that, put that in there. Then put my little bit of my mushroom thingamabob. This is the stuff that the wife had because she heard me drinking. She's like, she'd be trying to do the same healthy stuff that I do. She said it tastes like dirt. But hey, if that's what it is, if dirt's gonna help me feel better, I'm gonna be doing it. You know what I mean? But it ain't. Soup said that shit one time. She even said to me, she's impressed that I can keep talking to myself for a good hour. When you've been alone for so long by yourself, just the only problem is you just be scared if yourself start talking back. If yourself start talking back, then that's when you need to be worrying. Let's see here. Yes, yes. Hey, Miss Patty, how you doing? And I see we got Wellness. Good morning, Mike, April, Mike. Wow, wow, wow. Yo, we moving up in the world. There's 6 folks up in here. Holy moly! I'm terrified. Oh man, oh man, that's funny. I might, I'm down to 2 weeks before I officially become a million mile. I'm a million mile driver right now, but I got 2 weeks. I don't know. I don't know if I want to do a change or whatever. But whatever it is, we're gonna figure it out together. You know what I mean? I'm gonna start making some moves towards getting this lawn care thing going. I would love to. Um, Also, I bought a. I bought. It's about that big. It's a gun, but you put sand in it. It's like a mini sand blaster that I'm gonna be using on the 2 mowers. I'm gonna do one at a time, and I gotta start taking some stuff apart and start ordering some stuff so I can redo it. And that's gonna be a that's gonna be some videos. The only thing I'm not gonna go too deep into these real mowers because when you take stuff off of that sucker, you're not gonna be able to get it back on there. It's a hot mess. You know what I mean? You gotta watch that. So I'm gonna be looking and it's one of those I don't know what I'm doing moments, but we're gonna figure it out. We're gonna figure it out together. Type deal. It's really literally gonna be one of those I don't know what the heck I'm doing moments, but we're gonna figure it out. Um, I gotta learn how to stop. Let me see if this thing is even. Oh yeah, it's turning. It's turning. Um, uh-oh. I'm happy today because I'm ahead of the game. I was supposed to pick up this trailer right here at 5 this morning. I picked it up right on time. Um, Let me see something here. Hold on. Ah, and but this was one of those places that I used to be scared to back the trailer into because it was dark and it's tight. But since I've been doing this Kellogg's run, I done got proficient at it, and I'm like, oh, oh, who's your daddy? I'm like, oh, who's your daddy? I done figured it out. And a lot of times when you figure it out, don't get a big head. Just figure it out and get it done. Relax, keep it moving. You got this. Same thing with this mess. Relax, keep it moving. You got this. You know what I mean? Okay, mom. My mushroom, regular donut coffee has been brewed. We're gonna throw some. Oh, you know what? No, I'll start cooking a little later. Oh, I forgot. That's one thing I forgot. Hold on. Hold on. Where is it? What the? Aha! Cinnamon. I gotta sip some of this mess out of here. One thing you gotta understand as a truck driver, I got a limit. If I know the coffee's gonna wake me up, I'm gonna keep on going. If I know, okay, I'm pushing it, I need to take a nap, I need to do an old man nap, I'm pulling over. A lot of people don't realize you be trying to push it and you don't know your limits. I know my limits. You just gotta know, you just gotta see it and know it and recognize the danger zones. There's a few times, that's why a lot of times y'all see I'll do an early morning live. Why am I doing that? Because I'm about to hit the danger zone. I need somebody to talk to. Y'all, if I start laughing and giggling, I'm on the brink of the danger zone. Literally. And I'm trying to push through it. If I can't push through it, I'm like, well, yeah, I love you, God love you, deuces. You know what I'm saying? I love you guys, deuces. Because I done got into the habit of making sure I watch out. Oh man, that is delicious. I need to start getting some more beetroot powder. That mess is nasty, but it's supposed to be good for you. And betaine, I'm taking all this. I'm taking like 32 daggone pills, and like Mike said, hey, sometimes you gotta take a break. I took a break. Now everything feels inflamed. I'm like, geez, Louise. But I'm getting back into taking my pills. I'm getting back into got frustrated the other day. I cheated. I had ate a big old thing of pretzels, peanut butter stuffed pretzels. That's my problem. Peanut butter stuffed pretzels and popcorn. It ain't ice cream. It ain't Snickers bars or whatever. My problem is peanut butter and popcorn. I don't know why I get the urge for them two things: peanut butter and popcorn and something salty. It's probably because I do a low salt diet. I try not to take that much salt. Um, and I guess my body starts craving it, and that's the weird part. That's the weird part. Oh, okay. Um, my hardest times are in and they teach you this between 3 or 4 o'clock. It starts around 3. Your body's trying to say, "Hey, I need to get some sleep." Your body's saying, "Hey, you're supposed to be asleep." Cinnamon, the Walmart brand, great value. Stir, stir. Yum, yum, yum. I wonder. No, I'm not gonna take the cinnamon candy. Well, that's what that rhizome coffee is. That's no brew. You just pour that in a hot coffee, hot or cold. But I mix that with the brew. So I put the rhizome in the bottom, and then I'm brewing the regular. Um, donut is it's different brands, but it just says donut shop coffee. So it's like a medium brew. It's not strong or it's not light. You know what I like, and everybody thinks it's Cuban. It's not. It's made somewhere in the United States. Bustelo. I love Bustelo. Miss T, she used to show y'all that she was doing that. But I remember when I can't do it now because I'm type 2, but they would brew Cuban coffee being like a shot glass about this big, and 90% of it's nothing but sugar, and they pour the espresso in there. And that's a shot of that's Cuban coffee. And that mess is ridiculous. Your heart be like, it's freaking ridiculous, bro. It's ridiculous. Alrighty. All right. Okay. All right. Time to get back to work. Yeah, it's. Uh, I miss the old donut. I I miss. I don't want. Even if, like, say, if I cheat and have a donut, I just want a glazed donut. I don't want all of that other crap on the donut. And that's the stuff that I prefer. That's the stuff that I like. Okay, now you see. Okay, see how I'm going right here? I can't just go up a foot and turn because my back trailer is called off tracking. It'll actually hit this guy that I'm parked real close to. So what I got to do is I got to hug. See that flatbed in the front? I literally got to hug his. I got to hug his bumper and see. Start turning right about now, and then look in the back, make sure I'm not tagging that other guy. Straighten it out and get to getting. get get along. Look, guys, I'm not, and this is Stinky Booty's confessions now. I'm not saying it is right, but you find these new truckers come out here. Oh, y'all are so disgusting. Yep, we are, because most truck drivers are scared to go to the doctor. They have the doctor tell them you got another problem. You know, I'm eventually have to go figure out what this pain is. And half of them are type 2 diabetics that go to the bathroom all the time, can't hold it like me, and they're going to the bathroom in between the truck and the trailer. They going to the bathroom and bottles and stuff and chucking it out there. It's so disgusting right here. Welcome to, well, these are the guys that get your stuff to you. You know, this is what happens out here. This is reality. This is life. We ain't nobody got time. If I stop every time, it would take me 2 days to get home. Every time I gotta go to the bathroom. So I gotta do some unthinkable things. It's not nice, it's not pleasant. And when I finally figure that out, that's why I have a portable toilet in my truck. I'm tired of putting this big old booty, this old light skinned booty, on a toilet in every truck stop where thousands of nasty behind fellow truckers like myself put their booty juice on the toilet. And I've been out here for 11, 12, 13 years. I'm sick of it. I'd rather deal with my own booty juice on my butt on my booty. I know too much information, but we just talking here. I don't want to get COVID up the butt. Butt COVID. What do you mean butt COVID? You caught it through your booty. God. I'm like, what? Yeah, yep. You see, and there's some. You hear about all kind of stuff, and there were certain places it be so nasty. You gotta balance. The ladies know what I'm talking about. You on that. You holding on to the bar. You holding on to that the bar that the handicapped people is good. You got the grip of death on that bar. I done scared three people off, but I'm just saying. Lord Jesus, give me strength. But I'm gonna. I think Emux is some kind of. It's another streaming service. Emux, something like that, where you can download. Cause I missed my intros and outros and my little commercials that I had. I miss all that stuff. You know. Um, yeah, I'm down to two people because I'm talking about booty juice. Sorry. Look at that! Look at that! A sod truck just passed. Oh, go to my house. It looked kind of. I don't. I bet you that's Mahalia grass he got. That would be the one thing that I wouldn't mind living in Florida for. That's the only thing. But Florida, this heat down here ain't no joke. When I say Florida heat ain't no joke, bro, this heat down here ain't no joke. I turned off the AC like three times last night and woke up three times and turned it right back on and ran the truck. This Florida heat ain't no joke. But it brings the. That's why you got all of the stuff down here. I remember before I even knew you, Mike. Before I even started, I was kind of sort of um, getting into trying to be a gardener because I would stop at places like Tractor Supply in Kentucky and find and I was just having so much fun. I need to get back into that, but I'm just wait till I get my new truck, um, and I'm gonna get me a big flat plastic container. One of those things you get at Walmart, and it's long. It's gonna be long, and I'm gonna stack it up and strap it down and have me some plants in there because I used to go across the country looking for distressed plants, mainly fruits and vegetable plants, and I would buy them and bring them back to life. But there's certain WalMarts that I go to now they don't even have vegetable plants anymore. Like it's exit 62 down here in Georgia on 75 in Georgia. They don't even have. They got like parsley and they don't have nothing. And I used to stop there all the time. I haven't gotten the load down to real South Florida in a minute because that's where I got that avocado plant that's growing wonderful. And I got maybe when When do White Mike send me a message? When do I need to bring the avocado in? Because I guess when the temperatures get below, it's not the temperature. I still got another month or two. The temp's not going to start dropping. I think it's below 30. I know 30, 32, or whatever. Yeah, it's sad in a lot of places. That's why guys started getting into distressed side. They want full price. Wait a minute, this stuff look half dead. You can't give me a deal. Nope. Okay, bye. It's the same thing with Facebook Marketplace. Everybody they selling used stuff, but they want brand new prices. Ninja, please. Really? That's why I have two real mowers because I paid $500 for it, but I know a working one, minimum 800, but I got two for 500. I mean, really? I don't know. I don't know, guys. Oh, when I get over here, I got those pre-made sausage links, breakfast sausage links. I'm gonna break out the air fryer and get them cooking. So I'll be munching on them. We got to get back in this low carb lifestyle. Low carbs, no carbs. No, not low carb, no carbs. We gotta retrain our brain. Start over. A lot of folks don't. You give up. No, don't give up. Just get back on the horse. Do it again and again and again and again and again. And one day it's gonna click. Ain't got no choice because you keep on doing it. Ain't got no choice because you keep on doing it. Yes, exactly, bruh. Let's see here. What else? Oh, Lord, look, we done. Let me get out of this lane. Well, actually, nobody behind me, but I'll let him get a little bit further up. Hey, social minister, how you doing? What's up? In the name of Jesus, hey, what's happening? Yeah, let's get over. All right, guys. Thanks for listening in. Thanks for helping me out. Thanks for talking with me. Thanks for engaging. If y'all get a chance, check out my playlist, please. Try, the hours ain't no joke. Trying to get it. Check out the brother playlist. I appreciate you. Coming up next, Wellness with Frugal Mama. Get your workout on, positive affirmations, and fashion sense. After that, Mr. Eddie Lugo Studios he usually does 7:15. And cruising is fun anytime, always up at 9 o'clock. Go live together with the hubby Jeremy and Eddie Lugo Studios and the GOAT, Miss T with the T at 9:15. And as always, my brothers, my sisters, if y'all don't think nobody loves you, know that I love you, and I really mean that. Y'all think I'm just saying that as a saying. I love you, and God loves you. Deuces. Check you guys tomorrow. Later.